Let's first cover the legal aspects that people need to understand. Viewers, I'd like to tell you that even though we're talking about legal aspects, but please always consult your lawyer before you take any decision. We're only going to tell you this so that you understand that these are the things that exist. So, Mr. Prakash, over to you. Why don't we discuss a few things about the legal aspects that they should know?
As Uday has already mentioned, one of the most important things is for you to check the document. Of course, it highlight to you a few documents that you need to go through. Of course, you cannot get away with consulting a lawyer. We always suggest that you consult a lawyer too when you have your papers. One of the most important paper that you need to have it checked is what is called the title deed or the Mulapatra or the parent deed as they call it. So parent deed is something which shows the complete continuity of path, unbroken path, how the land has been originally acquired and then given and how it has changed hands and it has come. This is one document that you need to have it verified and make sure that everything about it is fine.
So, are you
This is
saying that
correct.
they can go and ask a builder to show the title?
Yeah, certainly they should be able to do it because that's one thing that's important. We know we have examples of people who have built on things which is not their original land.
So isn't it then a problem for a builder who is building 1,000 apartments that he has to show 1,000 homeowners his title deed?
So that I probably there is one where they can have it checked. Every right, they have every right to do it. Probably Suresh can throw some light on it. Because I think without that, which is a basic document on which you have built the whole thing, the premise is that it land belongs to him who is selling it to you. So if it doesn't even belong to him, how is he selling it to you? So I think you have every right to see that the land on which the building is built and which is being sold to you, originally he has every right to build on it and sell it to you.
Mr.
Suresh, you have
Suresh?
something to say on this?
Yes, as you rightly pointed out, we'll have to go through the parent deed, where usually people go for a history of 30 years. So from 30 years, how the land moved and who all bought it, and finally, how is it in the possession of the developer, and what right he has got to build a building over that. All those things are mentioned in the title deed. It's a very important document. And lawyer, an advocate dealing with real estate matters, is the right person to go through every line of it and make sure that nothing is amiss in that.
So if somebody wants to find out about the title deed, they can always get in touch with a lawyer or ask us, and we will point them to a lawyer of competence. Yes, Mr. Suresh, you were saying.
Yeah, the next thing is the encumbrance certificate. Encumbrance certificate is issued by the sub-registrar office. It only clearly
I'm
shows
sorry, that was not clear. It is issued by the sub-registrar's office.
sub-registrar office where all the registrations are done, which indicates whether the land or the property, what you're talking about, is not encumbered. That means nobody else has any right over it, and the seller has got absolute right to sell it to you. That's what the encumbrance certificate indicates.
Can you give an example of what an encumbrance could be, Mr. Prakash?
Encumbrance, as Suresh is already saying, that it doesn't carry any other load on it. Nobody else has got a claim, and it is clear. It is a sub-registrar who can say that it doesn't. Nobody else has any right over it, and it is completely is in the hands of the builder who is building.
Okay, so as Suresh, you were saying that you need to go to the sub-registrar's office to get the encumbrance certificate. So
Yes.
this is got by the builder and shown to the apartment owner.
Usually, if you want to make sure yourself, you can also apply, and any public person can apply for an encumbrance certificate regarding any property, and the sub-registrar office will issue it, and the fee, they charge a fee which depends on the number of years you want it to be checked. For example, fees for 5 years encumbrance is lesser compared to fees for 30 years encumbrance, because they have to check the documents way back 30 years and then give you a clearance certificate. For example, if somebody has taken a loan or a mortgage debt, all those things will get reflected in the encumbrance certificate.
Okay. So that means that you go and you check that the people who are selling it to you have complete control of the property. Okay, then there is also what is called a commencement certificate. Mr. Prakash, can you throw light on this?
Yeah, before the commencement certificate, I think one thing that needs to be looked into is whether the building sanctions are there. The building has to be, the building drawings, and there should be an approval to build a sanction. Should have a sanction drawing. So only then the issue of the commencement certificate comes.
So you're talking about a sanctioned plan. Is that what you're
Sanction
saying?
plans. So once the sanction plans are there, based on this sanction plans, the builder or the constructor or the contractor commences his work. Once he commences his work, the authorities, whoever it is, will come and see whether the external columns that you have shown are at the place that they are supposed to be. That means whether they have this correct setbacks that is shown in the drawing. Once he checks all these things and say that yes, the column positions are as per the sanction drawing, then he issues what's called a commencement certificate, which is absolutely required for you to go ahead with the project. That's one document that is required when you start the project.
So
This
if a
is
commencement
very
certificate is available, at where? Where do homeowners?
not available. You have to invite him to come and check the building construction. So the authorities come and say, okay, we'll come and check whether what you are doing at the site is as per the sanction drawing. He comes and checks it and then says, okay, now it is as per the drawings which have been sanctioned by the authorities. Then he says, okay, now the columns are in the position that they are supposed to be in, and you can go ahead with the construction.
So we also spoke of before the commencement. You said sanction plans. Is there something else that needs to be taken care of, Mr. Suresh? Would you kindly add?
Yeah, there are a lot of clearances from various authorities.
We'll
The
go to
list is no-
statutory in the next slide, but in terms of legal aspects, do you want to talk about anything else?
Yeah, then comes the completion certificate, then the occupancy. I think they're all covered in.
Okay,
the
so
next
then let's go to the. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and so that we'll be having a lot more of these very interesting conversations with people. Please subscribe so that you whenever we have a new video, you will know about it. You can reach us at Get Nemadi, and obviously we are available on WhatsApp. You can go to our website and click on the WhatsApp button to send us a message, and you know our website. Thank you very much. It's been very good. Thank you, Mr. Prakash. Thank you, Mr. Suresh. See you soon.
Thank you.
See you again. Bye bye.